In about 30 years, when sex robots come around, they're gonna be jealous that they aren't getting objectified like these robots. They're gonna be wishing there's some object like this robot. They're gonna be wishing.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and have not subscribed.
Why do so many women today say they don't need a man?
This is a lot of
Because
makeup.
men don't want to take care of women anymore, so we become more independent.
We don't want to, huh?
Obsolete.
What's obsolete mean?
Outdated, no longer useful.
I mean, they're still useful for certain things,
What are men still useful for?
like reaching the top shelf and stuff.
I feel like a echelon of men is becoming obsolete. Not all of them.
Why would we ever entertain the thought that men could become obsolete?
Back to your first question, women wanting to be headstrong, they have this idea made up that because I don't need a man, that's what makes me headstrong.
What does that say about how men are defined?
I just feel like they need to do better.
I don't know.
What?
They should have jobs.
How about you bitches have higher standards and we'll do better? How about that? Y'all literally have bare minimum standards. That's why no man has to do shit. And plus, with the porn industry and then like the OnlyFans and all that shit, men that don't get bitches, they don't need to even try. Like even if you do get bitches, you don't need to try. How about we just raise the fucking standards for this shit, and men will try harder. Like it's obsolete. What the fuck do you guys offer? You can carry a kid. Good. How you gonna get that kid? Us. Like that's the only thing that we offer to each other. Then we're the same. If that's the only thing we can bring is new life into this world, then we benefit each other just as much as the other. Like it's what the fuck do you mean obsolete? In their definition right now, bitches are just as obsolete, if not more. Like at least I can reach the top shelf. What the fuck can you do? Like what?
Providers and not sitting on their butts being bums.
Can women ever become obsolete?
No, y'all need us.
Why?
What about the introduction of artificial wombs and sex bots?
Ooh, we ain't got no time for that question.
I don't know. I hear they're like making babies with like bone marrow or something now.
Is that what
Can
you
women
heard?
ever
You
become
don't even know what
obsolete?
obsolete
No.
means.
What about the introduction of artificial wombs and sex bots?
I don't know what that is.
Of course you
I feel
don't.
like there's a lot of like more feminist agenda kind of being pushed to where it's like this like process or like this thought process of like, oh, you don't need a man, like I'm independent. But I'm a very big firm believer in that like feminine and masculine energy exists. And as a heterosexual woman, I feel like I need like a man's man for a lot of different reasons
Okay.
to be put into my feminine era.
I really respect that answer. From the looks of it, just me judging her, I did not think that was going to come out of her mouth. I respect that answer. I thought that was a really good answer.
Does the fact that women no longer need men mean that the main reason women were with men was because they had to be?
I guess, yeah.
Wouldn't that prove that men were often seen as a utility to be used?
I guess.
How is that different than men objectifying women?
It's not just a different type of objectification.
If
Okay.
women were historically with men because they chose to, wouldn't that prove that feminism taught women to hate men?
Yes.
It really did, but then there was a time in
What the
our
fuck?
lives when men always just thought they were superior to women as well.
Does a woman have to rely on a man in order to treat him right?
No.
When in history have we ever thought that men were better than women? We literally go and risk our lives while women get to stay at home and protect the children because we know that women are more superior, not superior, but more needed. They're more essential to society. We know that they're more important. Superior and importance, I don't really know if those are similar or even could be, comparable, but I don't know. That's just what whenever I hear people talk about they're superior, that's what I be thinking is like who's more important, who's more of an asset to humanity.
No.
What the fuck is on my neck? Oh, I've been itching my shit.
Not at all.
I think there's like a strange line where that, yes, I agree with that.
I think there was a point in time where women needed men because, I mean, a lot of women like
Protection.
back in the day were mothers. They were like stay-at-home mothers. They took care of the house. Whereas like now in today's society, it's like you kind of both have to work because of like how wages are and how like the cost of living is.
How is that different than men objectifying women?
Because they put themselves in that position, and women don't ask to be objectified. It's something that we deal with every day that we do not ask for.
What? How the fuck did we put ourselves in a position to be used? How the fuck did that happen?
If women were historically with men because they chose to, wouldn't that prove that feminism taught women to hate men?
It depends on how you're thinking about it.
Does a woman have to rely on a
Ooh,
man
she got
in
too
order
much
to treat him
attitude.
right?
No.
Why is there a growing market for sex bots?
I don't even know what a sex bot is.
A sex robot, like an artificial AI girlfriend, like artificial intelligence girlfriend.
Because people are too complicated.
I think because there's a lot of men out there who are
No, women are too complicated. That's only sex bots. I mean, I guess dildos and shit, but I don't think women will ever fucking. Okay, don't quote me on this, because maybe in the future, whenever they're cheap or whatever. But I just don't see a reason on why a woman would want to buy a sex robot, like spend bands on a sex robot, like how fucking Sims will.
tired of like doing the bare minimum for women, so they feel like it would almost be easier to just buy a sex bot and not have to deal with any of like the bullshit that kind of comes with women.
Because they rather be
I don't
on
know
the
what she said
video
at
game, or they rather be in like a VR with a virtual girl. You rather be on your video game while you got a live woman sitting next to you.
Stop indulging in the internet and find somebody. They would get laid.
Why are there virtually no male sex bots?
Because women can pretty much get any guy they want on the street.
You just said, why do women need men? So why would we make any mailbox? Oh, wait, we might need them to like build our houses and stuff like that. That's about it.
Why are men more likely to buy an entire sex doll while women are more likely to buy just a dildo?
Well, that's because as guys, I guess we want the whole experience instead of just a portion.
How would the evolution of sex bots affect dating?
I feel like men wouldn't probably like try to date women as much.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like the more real they come, then the idea of women becoming obsolete to men would be more prevalent.
Why are the majority of sex toys made for
These bitches in about 30 years, when sex robots come around, they're gonna be jealous that they are getting objectified like these robots. They're gonna be wishing there's some object like this robot. They're gonna be wishing.
Because some men just can't do it, and they don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God. So many dildos.
Can vibrators make men obsolete?
Nope.
I don't think so.
But you
Can
want
vibrators make
that
men
companionship.
They could give them a run for their money.
I don't
No.
care if you would do and you think you're packing. A woman don't need you, bro. Women got shit to bust, bro. They got shit that's bigger than yours and that'll turn around.
See, that's because you're thinking like a male. Women don't think like men. They don't care about sex like that. They might a little bit, but that's not the main thing that they care about. They want companionship. They want someone to be with. They want someone to hold them and show them love and care for them and protect them. They are not thinking about your dick. They might want a good dick, but that's not the main thing that they care about. It might be a requirement, but that's not the main thing that they care about. Like, just because you have a good dick, you're not fulfilling every single thing else that a bitch wants.
And got beads and shit in it, and it'll tickle their butt at the same time. We can't do all of that at once, bro. So that they can get,
Who can?
They can get
Who can?
even back then. Like remember back in the day, the vibrators in the 70s, 60s was just a little thing, and it just did this. Now they got like 10 flavors and functions. And one thing will spin around, and they got something to throw water at you every 5 seconds. We can't do all of that, bro.
If you're
Bro, what kind of sex stores has he been in? This motherfucker be on Pornhub constantly. How the fuck you find some shit like that? Be throwing water on you, what?
boyfriend had an AI girlfriend, would that be considered cheating or
Yes.
masturbation?
No, that would be cheating 100%.
Why?
What?
Because it's like another bitch.
So it's
But
porn?
it's a robot. It's not a real person.
Yeah, but it's like he's emotionally connecting with a robot.
That would be masturbation.
So it actually has to
He's
be a
sexually connecting with the robot. You know, I guess if you consider sexual the same thing as emotion, then yeah, which I mean, I think it is, but I don't think that's what she was meaning.
Yeah, but it's like he's emotionally connecting with a robot.
That would be masturbation.
So it actually has to be a real person.
Yeah, I think it would. For me,
I
it would
agree
have to
with
be a
that.
real person to be considered cheating.
What's the difference between him using a sex doll and you using a vibrator?
It's different. If it's like a whole doll, like that's like if it's like trying to embody a person, like an entity, that's totally different. Like
That's what
if
a
you have,
doll
like, a
is.
vibrating cock ring or something, I wouldn't care. But like a AI girlfriend is crossing the line.
If you could engineer the perfect boyfriend, would you, and why?
Yes, because it's so hard to date in this world.
Do you think we might see the end of organic relationships within our lifetime?
Yes.
Why?
You bitches could build your own boyfriend and you still wouldn't be happy. You don't know what you want. Most of y'all do not know what you want.
I think everyone just cheats nowadays. It's so easy for everyone to cheat.
If you could
Yeah.
engineer the perfect boyfriend, would you, and why?
No, and because it comes with too many other complications that I already have to deal with.
It's the
Do you think
perfect
we might
boyfriend.
see the end of organic relationships within our lifetime?
It's a possibility.
If you had to choose, would you rather die a virgin or live a life of meaningless sex with no intimacy?
I think I would rather live a life of meaningless sex with no intimacy.
I would definitely die a virgin.
Do you require...
Oh, let me think about this. Die a virgin, but you can still have companionship and intimacy. Well, I think, what's intimacy mean? Intimacy, close familiarity or friendship, closeness. So yeah, it's not sexual or anything. So you could be a virgin and still have an intimate relationship with somebody, or you can have meaningless sex with no intimacy. See, that's tough as a man, but I just don't think women would really want to choose the no intimacy. But that's just from my preference, and I'm not a woman. But as a man, ooh, that's tough, man. No pussy, but I get a wife. I mean, if I don't get pussy, I can't have kids. And I think that's the main thing that I would really want pussy for if I couldn't have sex. Shoosh, I don't really know, man. I would want to say the meaningless sex with no intimacy, because dying of I mean, yeah, you could still jack off and use toys and shit, but it's just not the same thing as having like an actual woman in front of you. Like to fuck. I just think that'd be a different answer for a woman though, but I don't know. Let me know if there's any women watching, let me know.
An emotional connection in order to have sex?
Yes.
I do require an emotional connection to have sex.
If women typically require feelings in order to have sex, why do the majority of sex workers happen to be women?
Because they're just hoes. You can be a hoe and not have feelings. It's possible.
I think because there's a difference between sex workers and like emotional connection, because when you're a sex worker, it's more of a job, and it's more seen as like, like going to a regular job would be, whereas it's not really seen as like sex and like intimate connection.
Didn't this bitch just say that she would rather have meaningless sex with no intimacy?
If women are more likely to require intimacy, why aren't they the ones making more effort to save organic relationships?
I agree. I agree with that.
I feel like women are just becoming fed up with men.
Y'all already, when I say y'all, the world already asks too much of us.
What do we ask of you?
Somebody that has a baby for somebody else?
I read that scientists are developing an artificial womb to grow babies. If you had the option to become a mother without ever having to physically carry the child or go through the pain of childbirth, would you choose to do so?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Because childbirth was not fun. I tore from my cooch to my butt. I am not doing that again.
If women and men were reduced to egg and sperm donors, would that make women no longer special or the so-called creators of life?
I feel like it would definitely change things up a little bit.
Just a little bit, huh?
Why is society engineering men and women out of relationships?
I think it's like the men's fault, but like the social media definitely has a big part in it.
Haven't we already engineered men out of relationships with sperm banks and government handouts?
Kind of, maybe, in a way, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the time. I mean, a lot of lesbians, they'll literally just go to a sperm bank just so they can have a donor, and instead of trying to find somebody out there like they used to back in the day.
What's the incentive for men to continue holding up society when they're being engineered out of relationships?
I don't know how to answer that.
There's not. That's why most guys have a lower quality of life. They don't choose to be more anymore. A lot of them just want to just go home, get drunk, and party.
What are your thoughts on using DNA to engineer a designer baby?
I mean, it sounds like something I'll never be able to afford to do, but like if you could create a child that had no birth defects or delays and you could give your child the best start, why wouldn't you?
Isn't that the reason why women choose high-value men with the best genes?
I don't know. I have 2 different baby dads and I'm not with either of them.
Are you familiar with the Terminator movies, and if so, can you explain the premise?
Oh, fuck, bro. I'm gonna end that video there. That shit getting kind of long anyways. It's almost over, but I'm gonna end that shit there. Please let me know if I said anything that you guys want to add to or argue with. I would love to know what you guys got to say about that. Please leave a like. And if you guys got anything to say about the video, let me know down below. You know, I read every single comment. And if you fuck with your boy, would you please give me a subscription? With that said, deuces.
Downfall. Raffle off a bundle, watch these niggas let them rounds off. Sound off, I demand attention like a house call. Pitch it to the click and they gon' scoop it like a ground ball. This been in the making for a long time. Long sleepless nights, baby, this done been a long grind. I put in the work cause I just wanna see my dog shine.